We are live. It is Silvas. Good morning, good evening. How are we? Silk City Prince coming at you live in Hobart, Tasmania. I'm very grateful. I've just been flown out. I've been given accommodation and I'm about to play 2 shows across this weekend for a festival called Dark Mofo. For those who don't know, Dark Mofo is some massive fat night festival event that they do every year in Tasmania. It's one of the main events that happens every year here in Tasmania, and I'm very fortunate to have been asked to do it. It came by surprise. It came only about 2 to 3 weeks after I decided to officially go solo. I'm just utilizing the time here with my Dark Mofo scarf on and my Mog in the City shirt. Go grab it online, silvasunlimited.shop, to chat about a topic that co-aligns a little bit with what's happened in the last 6 months. I'm just gonna start speaking because I don't feel like I do many speaking videos, or some of you really know what I'm about. You see all these dancing videos and you see videos of me singing "A New Girl in Town," but you don't actually know what I'm about. Persistence beats resistance. Persistence beats resistance. It changes your whole mindset towards work and towards achieving what you want to achieve. 6 months ago, I decided to take the biggest risk with my quote-unquote career and go solo. I had a band for 3 years. I had been crafting this band for about 5 years. Through lockdown and through my final year of school, I started planning the manifesto for what was Tiger. We were getting there. We played Sydney, Melbourne, Brisbane. We did the NRL. That was probably our biggest achievement. We did Canberra, Newcastle. We were in a position where we could fill out a room in those cities. You know what I mean? I was searching for more. There'll be a time and a place where I can really delve into why I decided to go solo. But just for context, a lot of the songs and the whole manifesto that you saw with Tiger was essentially what I had built. All of the songs were written at my family home. My brother would help out with a lot of the arrangements as well. We had 5 members that were, changing here and there for about 2 to 3 years, from about late 2022, 2023 to now. 3 years, there was no real label interest, no real interest from booking agents, all of that jazz really. There was nothing. There was no offers that came my way. There was word on the grapevine as to some reasons why people weren't really interested. That doesn't really matter. And I was seriously frustrated with this because I want to spread my mission and my message to as many people as possible. I want it on the, first and foremost, national stage and then the global stage. So I was real frustrated with all of this. What am I doing wrong? What needs to be refined? What needs to be improved? But that's all part of the journey. That's all part of the process. That didn't take away from the fact that I was working every single day on this. January the 10th, 2026, I decided to play 1 solo show just to give this all a shot. And from that solo show, I had opportunities arriving at my doorstep that I was searching for 3 years. I was probably more ready for these opportunities to arise because I'd done all the groundwork for 3 years. It's like when you start a business and you don't see money coming in for 6 months, a year, 2 years. You know what I mean? You're building the foundation, but then one day it could all just click and then money starts rolling in. You know what I mean? Nowhere near where I want to be, as an individual. And for the collective, this is just the beginning. I just released an album on Bandcamp called Chapter 0.5, the foundation years, with all of the Tiger songs and the Silvas songs that I've just taken off of Spotify. Chapter 0.5, why did I do that? Because I genuinely feel we haven't even hit chapter 1 yet. This is so early on. And I'm very grateful and very excited to see how this is impacting people. Some people are going nuts about this whole thing, the Mog in the City, the whole hero maxing law. And some people hate it, which is what happens when something fucking massive is about to go down. So we had all this resistance for 3 years, but because I kept going, I'm now doing things like this, getting flown out to a festival. And this is not to brag. This is not to brag. This is just to show that when you keep going, fucking regardless of what happens, when you keep going, one day these opportunities are going to start coming. 6 months, I've had some behind the scenes management stuff going on, good and bad, to be quite honest with you. And I'm also in a position where a very, very, very big company / corporation, which I won't name, have reached out because they see what I'm doing. I've built up this manifesto over 3 years. I've done all this foundation, and now it's at a point where it's going to go, whoa. I hope that you guys can take what I'm saying and implement it into whatever you're doing. You might not be in music. You might not even be in art. You might just be starting a business. trying to graft it at a sport and you want to reach a high level. I did football all growing up, trying to become a professional, for fuck's sake. Obviously that didn't work out, but I did use a lot of the things that I learned from football and brought it into music and art. When something bad happens to you, don't look at it as a bad thing, look at it as a lesson. Triumphs, there's lessons, and then there's blessings. Bad things can sometimes be a blessing. Good things can be a blessing too. I've had so many bad things happen, like in the music world the last 3 years, and they've made what you see now so much stronger. So much stronger. It's like not even fucking funny. We were like rejected by so many venues. I remember at the beginning I emailed like 50 to 100 venues all around Sydney. I didn't even know at the time if these venues were still doing live music, but I still emailed them because I didn't give a fuck. I wanted it. I wanted to play. I wanted to get our name out there. So many venues that said no, they're all coming back. They're all crawling back like, we want you to play here, we want you to play there. Bands and artists that were like, fuck you, and they were in the comments giving me all this negative jive are the ones now inviting me to shows like, we'll put you on the door, bro, or this sort of thing. No disrespect to any bands whatsoever or artists, like ever. There's no point. There's no such thing as bad music. It's just music that's not for your taste. Remember that. You might not like my music, but it's not bad. I hope everything I've said across these last like 5-10 minutes has circled back to the consistent beats resistance. I hope you get what I'm saying, and I want you guys to hear like what I'm saying and implement it into what you're doing. That it's taken 3 years for anything to come about, like a festival offer. Now I have 2 festivals this year in 6 months, which is cool. To like the big dogs, that probably means fuck all. But I'm on a path. I'm on a path to the top, and this is the beginning. And just seeing all this come about and these offers finally arriving, it's like, finally, we're doing it, finally. But I had 3 years of frustration trying to get to this point. Just to finish, Mogging the City is being re-released, the official version, and I'm remixing it with someone very special, someone who I have listened to ever since the age of about 6-7 years old. No joke, big dog. And we've come together and we've made some small changes to the song, not really, but we're keeping the ruthlessness. And I want this to reach stadiums. I want this to be in movies. Like, that's the whole point of this. And like, people can sit there and like, what are you talking about, bro? You're delusional. I don't give a fuck. I won't take no for an answer. I genuinely will not take no for an answer. Don't listen to the bullshit. If people try and put you down, just remember, it's a lesson. The lesson is, there's people that ain't gonna like it, but you keep going. All right? You keep going. Dark Mofo, see you soon. But this video will probably be out after Dark Mofo. So I hope you guys all enjoyed this little video. If you like these type of videos, please just let me know and I'll do more. But I just figured that whilst I have the spare time here in the hotel, because I'm by myself, that I'd film something like this. So God bless. Keep hero maxing and Mogging the City. Thank you, Silvas, Silk City Prince. I'm out.